Okay, welcome all. I hope I am clearly audible to all of you. Now, as far as current topic is concerned, we were discussing about stack and its various operations. So, in order to enhance its functionality, we will have one application, that is expression evaluation. So, as far as expression evaluation is been concerned, we will be having three types of expressions, that is infix expression, where there is a symbol in middle of the two variables or constants. So one of the example over here is regular mathematical expression, that is infix expressions. Then another is the prefix notation of the same expression. So in prefix, all the symbols, mathematical symbols we can say, will be prior to the variables, and in postfix it is reverse of prefix, where all the mathematical symbols will be at the end. Now, yesterday we had discussed about conversion of an infix expression into its equivalent prefix. Now let us check how we can convert the same expression, that is expression 1, from infix to postfix. So in the previous session we have discussed about this prefix. Now let us move to our postfix expressions. So we'll take the same example. Now again we have to set the priorities. So scan the expression from left to right. The first step is you have to scan the expression from left to right. If there is a bracket, that means anything within the bracket we have the highest priorities. So the expression is having a highest priority, and it is only one bracket there. So we'll only consider the intermediate part. So we'll scan from the variable x towards its right. We'll see that the first high priority symbol is nothing but division. Therefore, we will solve that first. So we'll put the division sign in a postfix notation, that is after z, and we'll have the two variables y, z, and followed by the symbol. This is postfix, where the symbol will be appearing at the end. Now, we'll, for understanding purpose, we'll give a label to them, that is a, and putting this a in the label of, or instead of y divided by z, so we'll get x plus a multiplied by p minus q. Now again we'll scan this expression from left to right, and we'll find the highest priority is nothing but your multiplication sign. So we'll have AP star is the next expression to be evaluated. So AP star, we'll label it to B. Then we'll replace this B in the original equation. So we get x plus B minus Q. Again we'll scan from the left. So we'll find that plus and minus are having equal priority. So plus can be executed. So x B plus is the new symbol, and we label it to C. Replace this C in the above equation, so we get C minus Q. And finally, only one symbol is there, that is minus, and we get the final equation as CQ minus. Now, replacing the original values of C, just give me a minute. Okay, so now we are going to replace the original value of C. What is C? C is xb plus. So we replace it first. So C is nothing but xb plus. So we replace C over here, xb plus. Then we found that B is another label. So we will replace the value of B. So what is the value of B? It is AP star. So we replace it with x AP star. So over here we get it. Now again we have one more symbol that was created, or label was created, that is A. So E is nothing but YZ and divide division mark or division symbol. So we replace A with YZ and dash, and finally we get the postfix notation. Yes, participants understood the systematic way or simple way, we can say, how to convert an infix expression into a postfix notation. Yes, participants understood it. Now, the advantage of it is that when we solve an infix expression, we have to first find the priorities, and based on the priority, that equation has been solved. But when we convert into a postfix notation, the priorities are automatically solved. We'll see this in expression evaluation, but prior to that, we'll learn one more thing, that is how to convert these postfix notations back to the infix one. So again, we have the method. We have to reverse it to postfix, from postfix to infix. Therefore, the method is scan first symbol from left. So in this given expression or postfix expression, we have to scan from the left And the first symbol we found is nothing but the division one. So if you scan it, you'll find the division as the first leftmost symbol. Then what we have to do, we have to find only one variable towards its left and put this symbol back to it. So if you put this division sign back in between y and z, you'll find the first operation to be performed is y divided by z. Then let us scan the next symbol. So next symbol in the sequence after this is nothing but multiplication sign. So again we have to take two variables, one is p and another is y divided by z. So you can put the symbol multiplication in between both of them, and thus we get another priority multiplication. So now we'll scan from left for another symbol. So we get the plus. The plus is the next symbol. Same thing we have to do. We have to find the intermediate one. So we see that plus is to be placed in middle of x and the entire equation that was evaluated first. So it is x plus y divided by z into p, and after that the final symbol will be scanned, that is minus, and you can place this minus sign between q and the entire expression. So if you remove the brackets now, it is the same infix expression which was been given as the input. You can see this infixed expression is similar y plus x, x plus y divided by z into p minus q, and that was being evaluated by us and over here. Yes, participants able to understand the procedure of how to convert the postfix expression into an fixed one or any query. Yes, participants, any query? Okay, now let us do something practical work on it. What is it, real application, why to convert it? So it is generally used to convert an mathematical expression maybe given as a form of string, and you have to convert it into a particular mathematical expression for getting the final answer. So instead of working with variables x, y, and z, we'll directly take a simple example of the term 10 plus 2 into 3, and let us check the evaluation of this infix expression. So this expression is in the form of infix. We have to convert it into prefix first. So how we'll convert it? We'll get the plus sign and the multiplication sign. The first is the high priority, that is multiplication. So we have converted 2 multiplied by 3 into a prefix notation as multiply 2 into 3. So this was the first evaluation. Then you can see that what is remaining is 10 plus these two parts, that is the multiplication answer. Therefore, the plus sign will be preceded to 10, so we get the final outcome as plus 10 into 2, 3. Now let us see how computation can be thought in the terms of multiplication. What it does in prefix notation, it finds the highest priority first, that is multiplication, and it evaluates 2 into 3 first, so which is nothing but 6. So the answer over here is placed as 6. Then the second symbol is plus, it is 10 plus 6, and we get the final answer as 16. So these were the steps, basic steps that was used in prefix evaluation. Yes, participants able to understand the very basic of evaluating a particular prefix expression to the final results. Yes, any query? Okay, well, now let us move to postfix expression. So first is the infix expression given and we have to convert into postfix. So we have the notation something like this. It is initially got the priority 2 multiplied by 3. So we get the priorities to be solved. It is 2, 3 and then multiplication sign. Second is this 10 plus, so plus sign will be outside of it and we get 3 terms 10, 2 and 3, then multiplication and plus symbol. Now what to do for expression relation? Again scan from the first symbol, so we get the first symbol over here. Then when you get the first symbol, we will require at least 2 numbers, that is 2 and 3. So we perform the operation between the 2 numbers with the symbol multiplication. So we get 6 over here. And what is remaining after the multiplication sign is the plus 1. We put it as it is. Again we get the symbol for scanning, that is sum, that is plus. So 10 plus 6, we get the answer as 16. So as compared to postfix and infix expression, which you think is better for evaluation, either postfix or prefix? First participants, which is better?
Postfix.
Yes, indeed postfix is better because it will solve the priority automatically. If you scan the expression from left to right, the first symbol automatically is detected and you have to just pop up with the things and you will get the results. The postfix expression is best for mathematical evaluation is the conclusion of current discussion. What is happening in over here in prefix? We have to leave this plus sign and then we have to move for multiplication, which is again we have to use backtrack, that is again come back to the symbol plus, so which is not expected for mathematical equations. It is expected that it should be sequential. Now there are two ways of representing these mathematical expressions. One is in the form of you can evaluate directly manual method, but computation will not work it. How to evaluate using computers is the answer is we have to use stack. So we'll take one of the easiest example over here. So the first expression that we have converted, we will take the postfix expression and we'll see how it can be derived. Okay, I'll share the screen for you. Yes, participants able to view the screen?
Yes, sir.
Making the things little bigger. Okay, so this was our postfix expression. Now, how to perform it? Let us assume that we have a stack. So, I'll put the stack symbol over here. Remember that stack memory is nothing but we call this as LIFO, that is last in first out. Let us scan this expression from left to right. So we get the first symbol, that is 10, or variable we can say. So let us say this is the index 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is nothing but initially your stack top, it is initially -1. So whenever you get a particular number, we put it on the stack. So first step is we put 10 on the stack. Then our top will be increment by 1. So top will move forward. So for better representation, we will make the blocks. Over here, we can say this is the value that is inserted, and the left side is not the but the top positions of the stack. Now 10 was put in the stack. Let us scan again. After 10 we get 2. So the instruction was push 10. Ahead this we get the next instruction, that is push 2. So 2 will be updated on the stack. Again the stack top will be incremented by 1 and it will point to 2. Now next after 2 you will find that 3 is there, so it is a number, so it will be pushed on the stack. So we will get 3 on the stack. Again the top will be incremented by 1, so top will be updated. So this is as far as the initial position of stack has been concerned. Now let us see what will happen after we get the multiplication symbol. So whenever you get the symbol, you have to pop two things. That means you have to pop the first number. The number 1 is, let us make number 2. Number 2 equal to pop from the stack. Since we get the symbol, equal to multiplication sign. So we get number 1. So what is number 1 now? Yes, participants. When we pop a number, what will be the number 1? Number 2. So number 2 will nothing but it will be 3. Then we have to pop two numbers. So number 1 will be equal to pop. Again we pop the second number and we get the answer as 2. And naturally the top value will be reduced over here. The contents of this stack will be empty, so there will be nothing on the stack. It will be empty at this position, only 10 will be remaining. Everyone getting the status of the stack? Yes, participants. Now we have to execute this number 1 and number 2. Since we get 3 and 2, so we'll get the answer. The symbol is multiplication. Therefore, number 1 is nothing but your 2. Second is number 2 is nothing but 3. So we get the final answer, that is 6. Now can you tell me 6 is a symbol or it is a constant? Yes, participants. Yes, don't worry about the accuracy. It is a constant. Okay, so what should be the next instruction? So the next instruction is we have
Like symbol.
yes, it is a symbol. We can. It is not a symbol. It is a constant. We have to issue push 6. So when we issue push 6, it will be updated over here, and your top will be incremented to point the top of the stack. Now moving further, we have completed the first operation, that is multiplication. So scanning from left, we get the next symbol, that is plus. So over here we will discuss about symbol plus. So symbol is equal to plus. Since it is a mathematical symbol, again we have to do the pop operations. We have to pop number 1 and number 2. So number 2 will be nothing but 6, and number 1 will be nothing but 10, which is popped on the stack. Naturally, your top will be reduced to -1, and we'll have to delete these contents. So which operation you have to perform number 1 and number 2? It is nothing but plus. So it is 6 plus 10. We get the final answer as 16. Now there is nothing on the stack, and we have reached to the end of the expression. So this is the stopping criteria. So how to stop the algorithm? Two ways. One is stack is empty. So we found that the stack is empty, and expression has no more symbols. So when the expression has no more symbols and stack is empty, this is the stopping criteria where you can declare the results. If you find anything that is difficult to understand further, you can also push 16 on the stack. So over here it will be 16, and if there is end of expression, no more symbols, you can finally pop the answer from the stack and print the result. So when you pop the last element, you will get so when we pop the last element, we will get the output as 16, and the stack will be empty. So again we met the stopping criteria, that is it should be stack should be empty, and an expression there should be no more symbols to be evaluated. Yes, participants able to understand the concept of stack based expression evaluation.
Yes, sir.
Now in exams, if you are attempting a theory subject, then these steps are expected to be in detail. Now for that purpose, we will see how step-by-step evaluations can be done or performed in order to evaluate a particular expression. So let us take a simple example of a postfix expression. Given expression and find the answer. So yes, participants, if you are are able to understand the first expression, that is, you have to use the stack method. Try this. These are the separate digits, so 8 is separate, then 5 is a separate data element, and 3 is also a separate data element, followed by plus, then followed by 9, followed by multiplication, and followed by plus. Try to evaluate it and put your answer into the chat box. So I will give you how much time? So let us take 4 minutes. I give you 4 minutes maximum to find the answer and put it in the chat box. Start. So everyone try to evaluate the answer. By the time I will use the stack based method to implement the same thing. I'll share the screen after 4 minutes. Yes, participants, anyone with the results? Yes, anyone? Don't worry about the accuracy, but try to discuss whatever you achieve as a result. Yes, participants. Okay, I will share the screen for you. Yes, able to view the screen, participants?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us look to this postfix expression. We have to scan it again from the left hand side. So initially our stack is empty and top is equal to -1. So after we get the first data as 8, data element is 8. The instruction we have to issue is push 8. So our stack will be updated. The data value will be 8 and top will be incremented from -1 to 0. Second element after 8 is nothing but 5. So we get data as 5 and we push the content 5 onto the stack. You can see it is updated. So it is last in first out. So 5 is updated at the position 1. So over here the top will be incremented to 1 from 0. Then the next element after 5 we found 3. So we issue the instruction push 3 and it is updated on the stack. So stack top is now incremented from 1 to 2. And after these 3 we get the symbol as addition plus. So when we get a mathematical operator that is plus, we have to do pops. The two pops are there, number 2 and number 1. So number 2 is nothing but your 3 and number 1 is nothing but your 5, which is popped from the stack. And finally we get the result of them, that is addition. 5 plus 3 is nothing but 8 and we issue the instruction now push 8. We push the 8 on the stack. So the top is now 1. Next you see after the addition there is the symbol or data 9. So 9 is the data element. So what to be done? Push 9 on the stack. We will get top is incremented from 1 to 2 and we get the topmost position, that is 9 will be on the stack. After 9, you can see the symbol is multiplication. So whenever there is a operator, mathematical operator, we have to pop two things. So number 2 is first pop, then number 1 is popped. So number 2 was 9, which is taken from the stack, and second number is 8, which is taken from the stack again. So we have to multiply them, and the result is nothing but 72. Now what to do after about this 72? We just put it on the stack. So over here the stack is updated with the results, and again we scan for the symbol. So over here we scan for the symbol, we get plus. So whenever we get an operator, mathematical operator, we have to pop two things from the stack. So first we pop 72, then we pop 8, and we perform the results. That is nothing but 72 plus 8 is 80. So this was our final results. As now stack will be empty. So when you pop these two values, your stack will be empty. So you can see the last position of the stack. So no contents will be there, and hence your top will be at -1. You can assume that your stack is now empty. Also, there is no symbol after plus symbol, so the expression is completely evaluated, and therefore the final result is nothing but 80. Yes, participants able to understand the various operations. So over here in column B, you can see the various operations that we have conducted. First is push, push 8, push 5, push 3. Then we have the pop operations for number 2 and number 1. And then we execute the operator plus to get the results. Similarly, we have pushed the contents on the stack again because there were more symbols on the string, expression string, and stack was not empty. So we push this 8 again on the stack. Then we get next symbol, that is push. So in one column you can see all are the instructions that were executed, and if you follow these instructions at the final point you get the answer as 80. Everyone able to understand the postfix expression evaluation? In exams, it may happen that you are being given an infix expression, you have to convert it to postfix, and then you will the answer. So as far as writing a computational program, evaluating an infix expression is more complex than evaluating a postfix expression. So we conclude over here in the today's session that expression which were evaluated using postfix are more easier to solve the pre-editing, and they can be easily computationally programmed, so we don't have to move forward and back, and the supporting data structure we require is nothing but our stack. Yes, participants able to understand the process or any difficulty? I hope you are able to understand it, and we will put up the code for today's attendance. T0 hyphen 02 hyphen 34. Yes, if there are any questions, always feel free to ask, and try to practice more on these sessions, because it has 100% surety in exams, whether it is online exams or offline exam, the expression evaluation, it comes 100%. So if there are no questions, we'll terminate the session over here. Thank you very much.